Before I get started, I'd like to explain my 7 card Know Thyself or Know Yourself spread that I'll be using for the readings. I gave it this moniker because it's easy to understand the meaning of the 3 top cards of the spread. The top left-hand card is what you know. The central card is what can be or is yours. And the card on the right is self or self-awareness. 3 mini Rider-Waite cards will be the clarification cards underneath the main cards. And the card on the right will be the future card. I'll be using the Conley Tarot deck for all of the readings. And on with the readings. Hi there. I've been having some technical difficulty with my small laptop, and the little computer that couldn't do it anymore. So I had to go out and buy a new computer and load new software, and so I'm not real sure about the resolution and the audio. But I noticed after I'd uploaded the Valentine series a day or two ago that there was something wrong with the audio and some visual on a couple of the videos, so I'm going to redo them with the same cards. And Sagittarius was one of them, so please bear with me. Welcome to the Winds of Jupiter. Here in what you know, you received the Ace of Cups. I've seen this card repetitively lately. I think a lot of people are starting an emotional or loving relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be a love affair or a romance. It could be just deeper bonding with family and friends. At any rate, it's a seat of emotional awareness. Gives you a feeling of well-being for a new spiritual awakening, I think. It's a promise. It's a cup that's offering divine blessings. It's about a new beginning. It's like a flower struggling to bloom. I'd like to say that it's the heart of the matter, or it comes from the heart, or trust your heart. But here in the clarification card is the 3 of Swords. Something went awry. There was heartbreak, and you checked into Heartbreak Hotel, or you were hurt in some way. This could be through an affair. So a lot of times this is connotated with somebody being married and having a relationship with somebody else, or an entanglement of 3 people. But there's a lot of ways somebody can have their heart broken, and it's not only through romance, and we know that. It can be misbehaving family members to whatever. Here in what can be or is yours is the Magician. He gives you the tools to rebuild things. He manifests things from his willpower and ideas into substance. And if you're rebuilding on an emotional level, he's giving that to you too. Here, as the clarification card, is the 3 of Pentacles. It's a card about skill, being proud of your skills, having business acumen because it's related to pentacles and money, earthly things. It's also about having a lot of people in your life, I think. That's how I interpret this card. Because when you're building something, you normally need a lot of other people around you, craftsmen, different things like that. Skilled people, anyway. But at this point, it looks like really you want to build a home, maybe a family, and maybe your bank account. And the Magician can show you how to do this. So it seems like there's 2 things going on here. You have some an emotional uptick in your life where you're seeking more deeper relationships. And also here too, the Magician and the 3 of Pentacles is more about business and making money. So here in the self and self-awareness, we see the 2 of Pentacles. You know, it's about balancing things and keeping them in the air. And for him, he's holding 2 pentacles, so it could be money. You know, if I pay this bill, therefore I won't have enough money for that bill. But I always think of it as more earthly. material things and juggling that. And sometimes it's even ideas that lead towards earthly material things. And here you're rebuilding, so perhaps with the number 2 meaning decision or partnerships, maybe you're making a lot of decisions right now. Here the clarification card is the Queen of Pentacles. She's very mature, emotionally mature person, let's put it that way. And she's a very grounded person. She has loyalty to her friends and family, and she's one of the few court cards that actually weighs out the difference between money and love, because money does not bring love and happiness. But the one thing she warns you about is to keep your feet on the ground and have a good grip on reality, because it appears that you're making a lot of decisions emotionally and financially, and perhaps for job and career that is secondary to the financial. Here in the future card is the Emperor. He's a man that takes control. He organizes things, and he runs his empire with verbal and written rules and laws so that people don't get out of line. He's a strong mentor. And there could be somebody in your life that's mentoring you now. But if not, it indicates that you're taking control of your life. You're starting to make some decisions even though you'd been hurt. You're starting to make some new decisions about where you want to go emotionally. What will make you happy? Where do you want to be in a year? Or even making those 5-year plans. I've known a lot of people that have done that. Well, in 5 years, I'm going to be doing this. And a lot of times they have the fortitude to do it. And here the magician is the one that gives you the fortitude. He gives you the tools, and all you need is the ambition to use these tools and to use them appropriately. And here it says you're going to be building, but you're still making decisions, but you're grounded now. And now you're taking control. So I think that's a really good thing for the end of February for you. So I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.